Okay, if you've drawn your parts and assembled the whole thing, we can start doing our orthographic. So, which will be one of the externals. So if you click on the make drawing of part list, you have to use the template that's available in the student shared folder. So we'll untick that box, browse for the template, and then you'll go documents. I've saved mine here. You can save yours on your drive as well on your computer. So level 1 DVC, orthographic. So when you see that's a preview of the thing, that's everything you need for the external on your orthographic. So you okay that. Then you have to edit the sheet first. So you go to sheet format, edit sheet, and then you can click on, say, your name. Keep the caps lock on because you want to keep it in capital letters to work with the standard. So you can scroll a little bit closer. So if we go annotation and then notes, and then we click on there, escape. So if you double click on there, you can get that block appears, and you can just put in your name and surname. It should be all in capital letters as per the standard of orthographic drawings, the New Zealand Australian National Standard. Now you can put your own title in canister, cam, stove, or so you double click on that, and if you click on it, you can just say canister, cam, stove, and then you say you've got 10 drawings, this can be 1 of 10, or say you've got 4, it can be 1 of 4. Then your scale is quite important. I think a scale of 1 to 2 will be probably for most parts sufficient. So if you just click on that and then you put 1, and then after the double 2 there, so it's half the size. And then you just have, when you draw here on the bottom, you just have to make sure the scale is right as well. So that's all I'm going to put in for today. And then a date, any date that you can put in, and there's your third angle orthographic symbol already. So when the marker is going to mark the external, he's going to look at your title block and make sure you've got that, your scale, the material, you can your name, the date, and the third angle orthographic symbol. Then when you're happy with that, you can go here and exit the sketch, and then give it a green tick as well, and exit your sketch, and then that will take you back to the normal thing. So if you want a quick layout, you just go view layout, and it will give you 3 standard views. So you click on that, then you have to browse for your drawing. So I'll just go to the drawing that I saved. Remember to save it under the right names. Call it burner, call it pot holder. Don't save it under funny names, because at the end, if you create a parts list, the SolidWorks grabs the name of the part and then save it like that. So here's my burner. So I want to make a orthographic of my burner. So I'll just click on that, and that looks a bit big or a little bit oversized. So I'll just do it on a scale of 1 to 1 maybe, and that looks a bit better. That gives me more space for everything. Remember, this is an A3 format, so you don't have to make it so big. So if you don't have the line format tool, you have to go there, go to customize, and then you just scroll down until you find the line format tool, which is this one, and that will give you all the line types that you need for the orthographic. So once I've put my 3 views there, I'll just show you how to put the lines in. So you go to the phantom. That will be a folding line between the horizontal plane and the vertical plane. So what you do is you click on that, choose the thinnest line, click on this one, and choose the phantom. And you can even go with a grey color as well instead of the black, because it should be a construction line or lighter than your outlines. So I'll go back to sketch, choose the line tool, and then in the middle of the 2 drawings, I'll just go, and if you see the 180 degrees to appear there, you know that that's horizontal exactly, and the 90 degrees will give it a 90 degrees. The rule of thumb is that the folding line should be at least 20 to 30 mils on this side of the sketch, and then 20 to 30 mils on the bottom of the sketch. Then I'll go back. You have to reset the pencil the whole time, so I'll go to default, the default line, choose my line tool again, and then here we need a 45 degree line. So if you scroll up a little bit and you put your line there, and you just go to this little block, you can change it to 45. I normally just go until it's 45. You can see it's 45 in that block now, and also about 20 mils higher and 20 mils on the right of the sketch. So click on that, and there's my line tool, and you can press escape. So if I scroll a little bit in, I've got a solid line there and 2 folding lines. Then we have to label the planes. So you go to annotations, note, and then we'll call this is the horizontal plane. Remember, caps lock still on. Horizontal plane. This is the vertical plane. So if you go to your note again, and then here we'll put in, see that yellow line, it shows that it's under that, so vertical plane. And then here we'll do another vertical plane, so we'll go to note, and then another vertical plane in line with that vertical plane, so vertical plane. That's another thing that the marker will look out for. So you've got your folding line, you've got your center line, then your leader lines between the sketches, so you need to have that in for achieved as well. So I'll choose that, the thinnest line, and then you have to be really accurate with them. So you can scroll a little bit in, choose your sketch, your line tool, and then you're going to go right to there, and then make sure you're on that yellow line 180 degrees, and make sure your line ends up on the line there. And then when you go down, make sure it's 90 degrees as well when you go down. So this one should meet up, press escape, this one should meet up with that corner there. So I'll have to move the sketch to make it in line, so you'll just move it until it's there. If you want to make sure, scroll in with your scroller wheel and make sure that is in. So then you'll have to do that for all the lines, all the points need to have that in. So I'll go exactly there. Then you'll have your other lines and lines across there. Then you have to label your views as well, so that's going to be done with the note tool again. So right under the sketch, I'll enable this one, plan view. I think that comes from the architectural, because you'll have your floor plan there. Then here you'll have your main elevation, so I'll just click on that and then delete plan view and then write main elevation. And here I'll do my right hand elevation, but you can just see that yellow line shows that it's in line. So you'll just, and then you can just type in RH or R-H elevation, and that gives you the label to view. So when the external marker is going to mark your work, you first of all will look at your title blocks. Do you have the title? Do you have what drawing if it's more than one? Do you have your scale? And this is right. Did you put your name in? Did you put the date in? Is the orthographic symbol there? Then you can go, do you have your views labeled? Do you have your planes labeled? And do you have the folding line in there? And do you have all the leader lines? So the next one will go down. So if I go back to sketch, and so you have to have all your lines going down across to the 45 and down to your sketch, and then the same across there, and escape and across. So the line tool from the top there and across there, and so make sure you've got all the lines in. Oh, that one didn't. So press Ctrl Z if you made a so I'll grab the line tool again, and I'll go from there to there. So you can do this for all your parts, and then you can do one that's assembled. The marking schedule for merit and excellence will be adding a section view to show assembly detail or hidden detail. So there is a section view tool that you can grab, and you can put it anywhere there, and it will give you the section of that view. So if I pull that out, that's going to automatically label it as section AA, and if you look at that, it shows that it's a solid material there. That shows hidden detail that you haven't shown in anything else. Another thing that's quite cool is if you want to show somebody detail, or detail that's too small to show on the sketch, so maybe just something there, you can draw a circle on that, and that will give you that detail on a different scale, a little bit enlarged, and that communicates your ideas even better. We'll move that a little bit up, so you can move that a little bit up out of the sketch, so that will just show B there. You can see B there, and that shows detail B. It's a good idea to have all of this on. That's all for this video. Make sure that you have the right title or the right template, and then when you do your drawing, be as accurate as you can.